Infinity Kingdom friends, in this new video I would like to guide you step by step to building your own team in Infinity Kingdom. This game has been released worldwide in 2021, so many aspects of the game are still unclear and we are discovering them together as we keep playing the game. Therefore, I hope I can shed some light over a few little things that I really think will improve your gameplay. Special thanks to Infinity Kingdom for sponsoring this video. If you wish to download the game and try it out, click the first link in the description down below. Hello everyone and welcome back to Wick Gaming. As you already know, your Infinity Kingdom March is composed by 4 immortals plus a dragon. In another video we have already spoken about the vulnerabilities, but if you have any doubt, you can always click your avatar up on the left corner and then tap on Assistance. Here you can find all the vulnerabilities, both for the elements, which are 7, water, fire, wind, lightning, earth, shadow and light, and for the troop types, which are 4, cavalry, shieldman, spearman and bowman. As I have explained in this other video, click the card up on the top to watch it, the water immortals are the easiest immortals to get early on in the game. First off, even if you just started the game and you have a very low VIP level, Merlin is available early on already in the VIP Exalted Chest 1 and Exalted Chest number 2. So you can just unlock him for $3 or $4 and you are not even forced to buy the other packs, because once you unlock him you will find his fragments here in the market, both for soul stones and gems. All the water immortal availabilities are listed on this table. Make sure to follow Abused Panda, she makes really great graphical work. Second reason, Harald is available for every free-to-play in the Arena Seasons 1 and 2, so for the first 2 months of your server you will be able to pick his fragments for free just by playing your daily attempts in the arena, here in the Insignia shop. As you can see now we are in season, I guess, number 4, and I can pick up Richard and King Emperor. So 2 immortals out of 4 are already done. We just miss another bowman immortal to put on the back and another immortal in the front. In the meanwhile, you can of course use temporary immortals like Lancelot right here, Helen of Troy, or even Brynhild. Afterwards, you will for sure unlock Yoshitsune in the Hall of Immortals just by cracking open the Philosopher's Stones. In fact, if we go over to the Hall of Immortals and click on Rewards, you can see that in the advanced rewards there is Yoshitsune, so you can obtain him here. For the last immortal in the front, you can either go for Attila or just keep Brynhild. They are both very strong cavalry immortals. Attila of course is stronger because he's an epic, but you can unlock him only through the daily bundles, right here. As you can see, I purchase them every single day. The cheapest way to unlock Attila is to buy the $1 daily deal right here, the water power, for 12 days and redeem the fragments from the Mysterious Pearl shop and unlock it. Afterwards, you can find more fragments in the market, same story as Merlin, in the wheel and even in the seasonal rewards of the arena, season 2. The fastest way, of course, will be to max him out with the daily chests, which you can do in just 45 days, considering that a max immortal requires 900 fragments, according to this table I made for you, and you can get up to 20 per days in the daily bundles. But this of course depends on which kind of player you are and how much you are able to invest in the game. Let's now get in the core of the topic, the tips for a successful team. You know that having groups of immortals and dragons with the same basic element will give you extra buffs, as you can see right here, the elemental aura. For example, deploy 3 units of the same element will give you immortal physical defense plus 20% and magical defense plus 20%. 4 units, another 20% physical attack and magical attack. 5 units, troop health plus 10%. But sometimes other element immortals have such a great synergy that you want to have them and mix them in your team. For example, I have seen a lot of successful water teams with Harold and Richard the first in the front, and Richard is a lightning immortal. Or a great earth team with Cleopatra and Elizabeth Bathory in the back instead of Zenobia, and Elizabeth, as you can see, is a shadow immortal. But whatever combination you decide to use basing on the immortals you have and the synergies that you find between your immortals, there are a few guidelines that you should really follow. First, the equipment. Always have the best equipment that you can, basing on the highest level gnomes that you can defeat on the map. If we go on the map, I've also been attacked recently, so I'm burning. We are in a war with the blues, so yeah, don't worry about that. You can see that if we click on the search button, there are 3 types of gnomes. We have the Trint, the Bacan, and the Rogue. The Trint will drop you random helmets as a unique piece of equipment. If we go over the Bacan, you can see that the Bacan will drop you a random armor. And finally, the Rogue will drop you a random accessory. In addition to that, all 3 of them, so Trint, Bacan, and Rogue, will also drop weapons. Thanks to Corkmats for posting this graphic in the official Infinity Kingdom Discord, which you can find in the description down below. Together with our Discord community, make sure to join up. You can catch a lot of information there. Anyway, other than dropping the equipments you need for all of your immortals in your march, you also need to level them up. Every 5 levels, as you can see, you can obtain +1 resonance. For example, my equipments are all level 35 and I have resonance +7, which will basically strengthen the attributes you already have. My best suggestion is to keep all of the pieces at the same level. Always try to bring them all to level 5 together, then level 10, then 15, and so on every 5. That's the best way to balance your march, because if one immortal is much weaker than the others, the entire team will suffer because of that. Another important advice I can give you is also to do the same for the boost level, this little number here on the top right besides the immortal name. As you can see, all of my immortals have a boost level of 17 and I'm trying to have them all equal. The boost level is a great way to increase the attributes of your immortals, the troop number they can lead, and consequently the overall strength of your march. Same thing for the levels and the star levels. Try to have them always at the same point. For the levels, it's very easy if you defeat gnomes on the map and try to distribute the EXP rolls in a balanced way between the immortals. By the way, there is an EXP trick that I've posted just a few days ago, card up on the top, check it out, you want to watch that. As you can see, I am following exactly the same steps with my secondary march, the Earth March, which in the previous video on how to defend your city, I have strongly suggested to have on your wall, since most of the players use a water team and Earth is a very good option to counter the city attacks, at least in the early stages of the game. Another thing to take care is your dragons. Try to spend all the gold you have in the beginning to immediately reach level 25, because at level 25 you will unlock all 3 signature skills of your dragons. But we will speak more in detail about the dragon system in another dedicated video. The research. Researching the technology for your march is one of the best tools to get stronger. In your main march, you will never have all the 4 troop types, bowman, spearman, shieldman, and cavalry, because you have obligatory 2 bowmen immortals in the back and 2 immortals between spearman, shieldman, and cavalry in the front. So you will eventually have to choose and leave 1 troop type out. That's why once you decide, you should focus your research, your troop research, on the troop that you actually are using in your main march. For example, you don't use cavalry, then start researching the technology for shieldmen, spearmen, and bowmen, and then you move on to the cavalry when you're forced to do that for some prerequisites, for example. I always suggest to start with bowman technology in general, because you always have 2 bowman immortals in your march, and therefore your research will be valid for already 50% of the deployed immortals. Same thing for the immortal page of the research. Focus on the researches that involve and strengthen the immortals you got. Don't focus too much on the defense in the beginning, right here. I will leave this for later, but make sure to invest some time and resources in the production part of the Academy. I will make a dedicated video for that as well. I hope this video was helpful. Again, thanks to Yuzu Games for sponsoring this guide. You can download the game using the first link in the description down below. Remember that you can also support the channel for free just by leaving a like and subscribing. You can always change your mind later. As always, I will see you on the next one. Ciao!